sure most of you have heard of GeoGuessr or even played it. I've personally been super into the game for like half a year now, and I don't think I'll get bored of it anytime soon. Now, why does this matter? Well, the other day I was playing Premiere, having a pretty bad game with boring teammates, so I decided to play GeoGuessr in between rounds while I'm dead. And to my surprise, one of the best GeoGuessr players in the world, or better known as Zigzag, randomly came into my chat. Yo, what the f***? Zigzag's in the chat? That's crazy. We had a talk later on and decided to do a little collab. So, since he's currently top 10 GeoGuessr player in the world, it wouldn't be fair to 1v1 him in his game. And since I've been playing CS for over 10 years at a pretty decent level, it also wouldn't be fair to 1v1 him in my game. So we had to find a middle ground, and I decided to challenge him in CS2 Who. I handpicked 10 different spots on the current available maps that you can play in matchmaking and put up $1,000 prize pool in skins to make it more fun. I don't want to spoil too much, but the rules are simple. Each map that I've picked will have 2 rounds. The first round is guessing which map it is, and if Zigzag guesses it correctly, he will win a skin. And for the second round, he has to guess the correct spot on the map to win another skin that is double the value of the previous one. To make it a little easier, I broke down the mini-map in little squares, so he has a little bit of room to work with. And as we progress into the challenge, the value of the skins will increase, but so will the difficulty of guessing the map and the correct location. If you want to, you can also play along and tell me your results in the comments at the end of the video and see if you did better than a GeoGuessr Pro. And now, let's get into the video and see how good a GeoGuessr Pro is at guessing Counter-Strike maps. First spot here, starting with something that's close to me here. 2 bottles beer. Alright, and the first prize is the $1 AK-47 Uncharted Factory New. And then after, if you guess the map, you will have a chance to win the $2 P250 Franklin for the exact spot guess.
It's like a 5K radius, I like it.
Something like that.
I think it is on Dust 2 or Mirage. I mean, I was just playing Mirage right now, as you saw.
Yeah.
The color of the wall is pretty similar. Problem is, I don't know where there's a round table like this on Mirage. That's the question.
Right, right.
And also, the models feel pretty old, I would say. So, Dust 2 or particularly Mirage would work for that.
Yeah, you might be on the right track, that's all I'm saying.
I'm just trying to visualize me jumping on this table. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is a jumpable table, that's all I can say. I think I low-key forgot myself where this is. And this is the easy one. Oh, gosh damn.
So I'll go Mirage, and I will go...
You can wait for the spot. Okay, so Mirage locked in.
Okay.
That is correct, that is correct. Yo,
okay, let's go, let's go, let's go.
You're going home at least with $1 already.
Let's go.
For the spot, boom.
Okay, it's nice to be able to see something here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's not the thing that the TV sits on when you enter apps.
Right.
I think it's square 17 or 14.
I'm looking in my own chat and even the chat can guess it.
That's crazy. I don't think it was bright enough for 17. Like, I think it would be brighter on the wall outside, so I'm gonna lock in 14. I'm locking it.
And you are correct! Congratulations!
Let's go! I saw the X, I was like, no, what's wrong? But
no, Mark X is with the correct one. You've completed the map and the spot. Impressive, impressive, not bad.
Let's go.
Before we hop in the next map, I wanted to ask you real quick, what do you do for a living?
I play GeoGuessr, both making videos on YouTube, and I am competing in like the World League / World Cup stuff.
Right.
Those 2 things mostly take up my time and are my job at the moment.
Okay. And like a little follow-up question. What if you were not a GeoGuessr Pro and like making content about GeoGuessr? What you would be doing?
I studied history and philosophy at university, and then I went to work for the public service. So I was doing like work in like the welfare sector in Australia. It was not the most interesting job. I'm definitely happier doing this, that's for sure, but probably still be doing something like that. Pretty normal office job in the government.
Cool. All right, anyways, let's go to map number 2.
Let's get it. By the way, Prop, I like the format.
You like the format? Okay, I'm happy you like it.
It's good, yeah.
But yeah, first map, we had 2 beers on the table, and what's better than 2 beers? You know, by any chance?
I would say 3 would be my instinct.
Hey, 3 is a good guess, but even more is better, bro.
So immediately here, we've got newer looking props. It doesn't quite look like the Mirage that we had last time, I would say.
Good spot.
Inferno's my favorite map, and the wall looks Inferno-like, but I can't place it exactly. Let's read what they say. So we've got Oliver, and we've got Vanzel.
Yep.
Vanzel almost sounds like German. Oliver could be anywhere, but I don't trust the writing on the beer to be accurate, to be honest. I don't trust that.
Well, I feel like this could be imported beer, possibly. I don't think this is local.
Yeah, so I go Inferno. I lock it.
Okay, it was indeed not Inferno, so you got it wrong.
Oh.
It should have been easier, but I decided that would have been a great transition from 2 beers to more beers. $10.
True.
I took a screenshot on Basalt, actually.
I don't think I've ever played a comp on Basalt. I have played Eden once.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm fine with that.
Oh, and another thing I didn't mention. Let's say you don't get the map correct. You can still guess for the spot, but instead of winning the second prize, you just win the first one.
Got you.
Now you can try to guess where exactly it is on the map. You just gotta ask Siri from 1 to 36 and maybe she'll land it on the correct place.
So it's an indoor area, so immediately something like 29 could work, something like 16 maybe. I think 29's a high density of indoor area, so I feel like that is probably where I'll go.
Okay.
22 or 28. I think I just lock at 29. Why not? Let's go for that.
Okay. Oh, man, you were so close. You were so close.
28, yeah.
Bro. Yeah. I'm kind of sad you haven't played the map before. It's literally in like a bar. It's actually such a nice map. I recently played it for the first time like 2 days ago, I think. It's very short. Like you can play the games really fast and the whole vibe on the map is like beautiful. Anyways, second question. When did you actually start playing CS and how did you get into it?
I hadn't really played too many shooting games up to that point. I was like a big Age of Empires 2 player. And my cousin came out from Europe. He was playing CS Source on his laptop, and he was telling me that CS Source is better than CSGO, which is hilarious. Just before he left, ESL 1 Cologne happened, and he was a massive Ninjas in Pajamas fan. And so we watched, that was the one they won. After that, I got it and just started playing. That was when I was 14 years old.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to map number 3 and followed up by the beers. What's like usually a good combo for the beer?
Kebab. Gotta be kebab.
A kebab could also be through, yes, but this time it's gonna be a little different. We get the cigarettes.
I got the smoke.
If you guess this one correctly, you get the $5 AK-47 Searing Rage, and then for the spot, M4A4 Buzzkill for $10. So this one I feel like should be a little easier.
The tiling here, very European. Has to be a map set in Europe, I would think. So I'm thinking Inferno again as my first thought here. I think it could be like T-Apps, something like that. I'm locking Inferno. I'm locking Inferno.
Inferno is indeed correct.
Let's go.
Very good. Very good. That's $5 secured.
Okay.
Got the minimap. Time to cook.
Square 27 immediately calls my name. Could it be main apps? So I'm locking 27.
Are you sure about it? One spoiler thing I can say, it's a very common spot.
I've been given a second chance, I'm using it. The 33 and 34, they're not qualifying. 28, on the other hand, definitely qualifies. So does like 29. Okay, I lock 28. I lock 28. I lock 28.
Okay, 28 has been locked in, and you were correct.
Let's go.
It was in Boiler. It's in Boiler when you just walk in. There's like a little room, yeah. There's like a TV, and the cigarettes are like on top of the little TV monitor thingy, yeah. Next question. We've kind of went away from the beers already, but I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite beer? I know you're Australian. Australia, I know, but VB or whatever it was, the famous meme, bro.
Oh, the VB, yeah, Victoria Bitter. I drink VB sometimes, I do. It's like a very standard beer, you know what I'm saying? So it's an enjoyable beer for sure. I think my go-to beer is probably Cooper's Pale, which is a local South Australian beer. That's nice to South Australia.
Okay.
And if I'm drinking imported, I like Asahi.
Okay, I haven't heard of any of them.
Map number 4. Prizes here.
That's Dust 2.
Prizes.
That's Dust 2.
Damn, you're that quick with it. Okay. The prize for the map, MP9 Hypnotic, $10. And for the spot prize, M4A1S Player 2 Field Tested, $20.
I don't know exactly where this is, but I know the nade lineup that has this logo with the Arabic on long. I locked Dust 2, for sure.
All right, lock it in Dust 2, and you are not correct, actually.
What?
That is Anubis. That is Anubis. Yeah. Anubis is another map that has a lot of Arabic on it, yeah.
Bro, they're reusing props. That's crazy.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, I can't believe that, bro. Wait, now I gotta think where that is, though.
There's the Anubis map. This could be a little hard here, not gonna lie.
It gave, like, mid vibes.
Well, maybe not every round, but almost every round you run by that place.
So I'm thinking it could be, like, 27. Like, it could be one of those, like, buildings there, or maybe 28, or maybe in 29. Like, somewhere around there would be my thought. It's felt very sunny as well. Like, that side of the map's, like, not in shadows, I feel.
I can tell you one thing, you have mentioned the correct square. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is though. So
Okay. I'm gonna go 28 between everything that I was thinking. So maybe, you know, the combined vibe means it's 28.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
okay, so you're looking in 28.
It was already 28 before though, bro. No, I'm locking it. I'm locking it. I'm locking it.
Okay, and you were correct. It was 28.
let's go.
Holy
Let's
shit.
go.
I'm surprised you didn't get the map right, you get the spot right. That's actually insane. So you do go home with a little MP9 hypnotic. Not bad, not bad.
That's an OG skin. You know what? I don't have an MP9 skin that I like right now, so that will become my play skin.
Okay, good, good, good. With the next question, what's your stance on smoking? Do you smoke yourself or no?
I smoke when I drink.
That's fair enough. A little social smoking, right?
Yeah, I made a promise to my nana, who ended up with lung problems from smoking, that I wouldn't smoke. So just smoke when I go out.
Okay, that's respectable. Map number 5. We're halfway through. This one's pretty easy, I would say. And this one has pretty good prizes as well. We got an M4A1S Hyper Beast, 20 bucks, and a spot prize, 40 bucks for the Op Manowar.
I like this one because I feel like even though I don't know where it is, it's workoutable because we can see a bit more of like the scenery and stuff. We can see...
We get the flag meta here.
There's like an S-bend, right? We see the building ends and then there's another building. Okay. First thought was Inferno, which is set in Italy, but there's another map set in Italy, called Italy. I think this is in Italy instead. I'm locking it in. I'm pretty sure it is there.
That was correct, okay? I'm very happy you got this one right. If you didn't, would have been a little disappointed. Okay.
Yeah, true.
So Hyper Beast, boom, easy. And now for the spot. This is probably one of the easiest rounds, honestly.
Because so yeah, I mean, I think it's one of 16 or 17. I think I lock 16.
16 has been locked in, and this time it's gonna be incorrect.
14.
It was 14/20. Yeah, some people in the chat got it correct. Some Italy enjoyers knew about it.
Oh, it's so obvious now. What?
Yeah, it's like where the bridge kind of is on your left side as well, and then like the staircase on the right side you walk up.
You can't walk on that right side of the screen there. You can't walk on that though, can you?
On like the little railing thing?
Yeah.
No, you can't walk there, but there's like stairs behind you that you like walk up to the bridge.
Yeah. I know exactly where it is now though.
Oh wait, you can apparently. Wait, you can actually go on the railing? Oh, you can? I didn't know that. Okay, I don't play enough Italy then, I guess.
Oh.
Okay, well, never mind. All the Italy experts know about it. Another little question. How did you find out about GeoGuessr? How did you get into it?
I actually first played in high school. One of our geography teachers made us play it for one of our lessons in geography.
What? Really? That's so cool.
No.
Bro, I wish I knew about GeoGuessr when I had geography.
Yeah, bro, and this is all the way back when it came out, basically. Like, it was like 2014, 2015. And then I rediscovered it 3 or 4 years later on YouTube with like GeoWizard, who's like a big GeoGuessr YouTuber. Just saw him playing and I was like, that's very cool. I actually bought my account for my ex-girlfriend, and I was like, wait, can I sign in on that too and play a bit? And she's like, yeah. And then I got addicted.
Let's move on to map number 6. For the prize, if you guess the map, you're getting the AK-47 Asimo, which is worth 30 bucks.
Ooh.
And if you guess the correct spot, we're up in the price up to $60 already. USPS print stream.
Okay. First thought is immediately Dust 2, but last time I had that first thought, things didn't go so well. The pavement, very typical of Middle Eastern countries. Red painted pavement that we've got here, like on the curb. I don't really know how much the CS map designers actually go for realism in that regard, but...
I love that you're actually using your, like, GeoGuessr strats on CS maps.
I mean, why not?
That's so meta, it's crazy. No, I love it.
We have so little to work with. What?
Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
I think it really fits for, like, the whole Dust 2 aesthetic. I'm, like, 80% confident this time on Dust 2.
Looking in Dust 2, and that is indeed correct. It is Dust 2.
Let's go.
30 bucks secured. Chat was right about it as well. Okay, let's move on to the spot now. Boom.
Okay.
Spot on Dust 2.
I thought 12. I thought maybe there's like a curb like this around car. I'm also considering T-spawn here. Corner of the building, maybe like 31, even like all the way off towards that other car. I can see that. I mean, cars would be next to roads. We got a little corner there. We would probably see some kind of I feel like it's too open at 31, actually. Maybe like 29 outside bedroom. I like 29 because we have that little corner and we're next to another wall, which is like just the one to the right of the car. So that makes quite a bit of sense to me.
So you're very locked in on the cars, huh?
I mean, we're on a road, right? So
yeah. Now, it does make sense. I'm not saying anything, but it does make a lot of sense, yeah.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it's long. I think it's T-spawn. I think it's one of those two.
Chat, he's overthinking so hard, it's crazy. Bro, he legit said it correctly at the first time, and now he's overthinking all the other spots in the map. Actually, just like me and GeoGuessr.
I think I like 31 the best. I'm pretty certain I'm not right here, but I'll lock 31.
Okay, looking in 31. It was not. It was 12. You were correct at the start.
Oh, my original thought.
The problem with 31, I think that place is completely in shadow. You can kind of see it on the map as well. It's like kind of darker than like the rest of the places as well. So, yeah.
No, that's actually facts. Oh my gosh.
Next question for you. When did you realize that you're like good enough to go into the pro scene? And
great question. There was no pro scene when I started playing, basically. There were a few players who you could go back and say, oh, they were the pros. But like, it was like 5 players who were actually like in what we would call now like decent, you know? I was just grinding by myself. I don't even know why I was grinding. I think it was because I was like, I can listen to music. I can't listen to music while I'm playing CS. I don't like it. Yeah. Well, on GeoGuessr, it doesn't make a difference. I was just like so into music at that point that I would just do the both at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm as good as anyone else making YouTube videos right now. Let me just make my own. So that was kind of my logic, you know? I just went ahead and made it because I was dedicated to daily uploads. I kept getting better along with everyone else. By the time that the pro scene arrived in 2023, I was good enough to compete. Like, not the best, but you know, like good enough to compete at least.
Bro, I cannot play GeoGuessr with music. I need to have the original GeoGuessr track. It kind of puts you in such into the game. Like makes you so focused. If I have some song playing with a bunch of lyrics, bro, I cannot think straight, man. Let's get into map number 7. Boom.
Okay, this is familiar.
Prizes, Thomas Afterimage, Factory New.
That's a classic.
That's a classic from the Winter Esports case, yeah. Op Wildfire if you get the spot correctly. 80 bucks.
I feel like this is out of bounds on like CT Spawn Mirage. That's what I'm thinking. I can see like a spiky shadow of a palm tree.
Ooh, I never noticed that actually.
And it's super sunny, but it might be dust too.
The spot is pretty hard, not gonna lie. The map, well, it's a sandy map.
I'm selecting Mirage.
Okay, Mirage is locked in, and it is dust too. It is dust too.
Oh man.
Minus 40, GG.
Palm trees, maybe 6 even. I feel like there could be palm trees around there. Again, like 31.
I really want to give you some clues, but not in this economy, bro. Not in this economy.
That is very fair, bro. Then I want to kind of go 29 here. Like, I feel like it could be that box right in the corner. I'm just going to go 29. I think it's too hard for me, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Could it be on top of the container on 17? Like, I'm pretty sure there is... Wait, that makes so much sense. Okay, let me think. They had a tie? I feel like I've seen that before, bro. But what about the shadow? I'll go 17.
And the correct answer was... 17, bro. You clutched it so hard. You clutched it so hard.
I was like, why is the wooden box, sticking out of nothing?
Yeah.
It's because it's inside the container, bro. That's
smart.
I'm happy with that.
Insane last second. $80 off Wildfire. Yours. Nice.
No, it's only, I missed the map.
Right. It's the afterimage. My bad. Yeah.
I like the afterimage better than the Wildfire anyway.
Okay, good. For the next question, let's keep it close to GeoGuessr. Tell me about your choice in your creator skin in GeoGuessr. How's the process like of making a skin in GeoGuessr? There's not a lot of people. It's like, what, 8 people I think in total, including you?
That's true. So, and then there's like a possum.
Okay, map number 8. Going for the AK-47 red laminate. If you get the map correctly, $60. And if you get the spot correctly, Op Chrome Cannon, Factory New, 120 bucks.
Okay, this whole style is super Italian. So I'm leaning towards one of the 2 Italian maps. Italy or Inferno would be my answer. If this is somewhere like Eden, then they actually messed up on these bricks because you would never find that in Scotland. I'm locking Inferno.
Okay, Inferno has been locked in, and you're correct. That is Inferno.
Let's go.
60 bucks secured.
I think there's like so many options here. 10, 16, 11, 22, 28, 24, 27. What about I trust the 28 meta? So 28 3 times, make it 4.
28?
Yep.
28 has been locked in, and sadly, it is not 28. It was 30. It was pit.
Why do they have a no parking sign in the pit, bro?
I mean, it makes sense. You can't park there probably in the pit.
Okay, but you can't park in your own bedroom either, bro. Like, come on.
Talking about pit and parking and cars. Are you actually into cars by any chance?
I was obsessed with cars as a child. Like, full obsessed with cars. These days, not so much. I own a Toyota Corolla. I'm not balling on the car department yet.
Okay.
My favorite cars are all in the era where I was playing Gran Turismo. So, like, early 2000s, like Gran Turismo 3 era cars, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Some of my favorite cars are like R34, Porsche 911.
It's pretty based.
I like TVRs. I like TVRs a lot.
What about the older JDMs? You mentioned R34. You like the R32s? That's my favorite one personally.
Not as much as R34. Personally.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I do like them. Don't get me wrong. Top tier, go to car.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Boom. Map number 9 for the prize of Glock Gamma Doppler, factory new, 75 bucks. And if you guess the correct spot, we got our first knife on the list. Navaja case hardened.
Oh,
Minimal wear.
damn! That would be a crazy pull if I managed that. Okay, well, I'm smelling some bullcrap on this one. Like this should be like some wacky map, I feel.
Okay.
I'm thinking Eden or Basalt.
Yeah, this one's tough. Like this can be anywhere, honestly.
Yeah. The walls didn't really feel too Edinburgh-like, if I was gonna say that. Crazy sentence, but, you know. I think Eden is my best shot. I guess I locked that.
All right, Eden locked in. And this time you are... Not right. It's train.
Oh, I completely forgot about it.
Yep.
I completely forgot about even considering train, bro.
Now, time to move your brain and, and think where this could be, man. Have you played Train?
Yeah, I've played probably like 3 comps on train since it came out. It just vibes-wise, it looks like a 15 or a 21 or a 20. I feel like these stairs are walkable. Like, I feel like you probably can actually go on them. Inside, like on 33, 32, they could be wooden stairs. 33 is low-key calling me right now. Or it could be like 26 looking out of bounds. I'm gonna lock in 33.
And you... were very close. You were super close. Watching from like 26, it's like right there in the middle, like the little stair. The spot where you can throw nades over, and so right next to it, like the little stairs you can walk up.
I feel like if I thought of train, I would have maybe guessed it as well.
Yeah. Talking about train, how do you train to be a GeoGuessr pro? What's your like kind of daily routine? How do you keep up with having all the metas and everything in your brain?
Incredible segue, by the way. Training is pretty much the same at the top level as it is at the bottom level, I would say. Like, you just, like, learn your metas. The big difference is, like, obviously volume. You're putting in 8 hours a day, you're gonna get good at something. You know, that's just facts. And then I'll also just read documents that other people write. I mean, like, GeoGuessr, you can really do anything you want to get better at. But, like, I like to vary it with a heavy emphasis on, like, just playing it.
Do you ever use Blunkit or no? Or that's, like, kind of for entry level?
Once every, maybe, like, 4 months, I would just go through and read every article to refresh myself on all the stuff, because that stuff is stuff I assume other pros know, so I gotta know what to do.
Are you ready for the last, final, hardest one?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Map number 10 for the biggest prizes. Boom. If you get the map correctly, you will win the Glock 18 Dragon Tattoo factory new. Or if you get the spot correctly as well, you can get the Shadow Gamma Dopplers factory new. They look very nice in game. I've been rocking them, by the way.
Hey, let me get a minute. Hey, let me get one too. Hey, let me hold on. Yeah, you get that right there. What the dog doing?
Why is the dog in the snow? Wait, that could actually be a clue. I feel like the dog's in the snow, right? Well, didn't you say one of them's in Iceland? It's probably like a cold setting map, in theory. The fact that the walls painted red would possibly fit for Icelandic, or maybe particularly Reykjavik architecture.
Chad, I didn't think about there's snow. I didn't think he's in the fucking snow.
I'm actually gonna go through, like, the stakes are now to the point where I'll go through every map in my head.
Bro, say office, bro. I don't want to get rid of my Glock 18 Dragon.
Even though the red paint works for basalt, it'd normally be a wooden building in Iceland, or not whatever this is, like rendered concrete.
Yeah.
I'm actually just full on using like proper GeoGuessr.
Yeah, I can see it. No, it's fair play. I mean, CS maps are very like accurately to whatever they're trying to portray in real life, so.
Train, I would say no. Anubis, possible. Okay, Anubis I consider possible, yes. Ancient, surely not. Could see Inferno as possible. Basalt is definitely on the list.
Okay, so what are you locking in?
I don't know. Would you put 2 basalts? I mean, it is for $100. Like, I could see you doing that. Really, I'm like down to basalt. and maybe train again.
I like the critical thinking you're doing. The overthinking, the classic overthinking. I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna trust the snow meta. I'm saying basalt.
All right.
I'm saying basalt. I don't think the wall makes sense, but I'm giving it a go. I'm giving it a go.
Basalt is locked in, and you are correct. It is basalt. It was basalt. The snow meta, bro. I did not realize the dog is in the snow. I had no clue, bro. I was making this last night at 6 a.m. I had a couple of screenshots, like in a bunch of different maps, and I was like, he would never guess the random ass dog somewhere. The snow meta is crazy. But hey, Glock Dragon Tattoo going to you. Now you're battling for the grand prize, basically. The Shadow Gamma Dopplers. This one's gonna be hard. This one's gonna be hard, but doable. Very doable.
Okay, so it's inside. I really don't know what any square on this map looks like. I don't even know at all what anything looks like on this map.
This is one of the maps you basically never played, right?
I don't think I've ever even seen gameplay of this map. Like something like 29 definitely makes sense. Could be 27. That almost looks like, I don't know what those three things are, but it kind of looks like a bedroom setup in a way. Like it could be like a couch or something. I don't know. Or like 33. It does kind of give a house vibe there, I could say. 28, 23. Is this another one where it's like pretty unambiguous? Like it's just in one square. I'm between 27 and 33. That's my 50-50 here. I'm gonna try it. 33.
You going with 33? Locking it in?
Locked in.
All right, 33 has been locked in. Chat, you think you got it right? Or did they fumble? I see some people that did actually guess the correct one. Well, the correct answer was 23. You did mention it as well. I got so scared for a second. It's just like when you're basically just running from spawn to mid. You did pretty well, honestly.
That was great fun.
Thanks for participating. That was actually more fun than I thought.
Thanks so much.
I'm very happy how it turned out. I hope hopefully you had a great time as well.
I certainly did.
And yeah, do you want to shout anything out? Upcoming tournament, your channel, anything? Say hi to mom.
Shout out Australia, give us a major. You know what I'm saying?
True. I want to go to Australia one day as well. Let me see how much you won at the end. Hold on. I'm actually curious.
It was a generous prize pool. I was not expecting that.
$278 in skins. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Thank you so much, Prop. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if there's positive feedback about the idea, I will make something similar and invite some of your favorite CS content creators to do the challenge as well, and see if they can do better. Also, later on, I challenged Zigzag to 1v1 me in GeoGuessr, but only in Latvia. If you want to see that video, it's going to be on my second channel. Besides that, make sure to subscribe, because I'm like 4 subs away from 100,000, and also check out my Twitch channel where I'm live almost every day. Thank you!